Saturday afternoon in the village of Italasia, and the songsters of the Salvation Army Church are rehearsing. Italasia is in the southern highlands of Tanzania, close to the border with Malawi. It's about 1,500 metres, 5,000 feet, above sea level, and has a population in the region of 2,500. Samson and Mary and Gocho are the corps officers. They've been here for just over a year. The church has 121 registered members. Today, 2 babies are being dedicated and every seat in the hall is taken. Italasia is an agricultural community, with the land divided into small plots for individual families.
The people of Italasia are farmers, or they don't have a good life because they're always struggling to get the money.
The main crop is maize, which is used to make ugali, the staple diet for most people. But they also grow a few vegetables, just enough to get by and feed the family. There's very little money circulating. Samson and Mary share the same life as all the other villagers, which has not been easy for them. They come from the warm north of the country and are used to having electricity and running water. They receive an allowance from the Salvation Army, but it's not enough to live on. The idea is that it's topped up by the church members, who certainly do their best to help, normally by giving food.
The people around here, they are generous. They know how to welcome people.
During their time at Italasia, Samson and Mary have made friends and have found a real welcome in the community. They have their own small garden, which they use for growing vegetables. And they have chickens, which are used mostly for meat. In winter, this high up, it gets cold. And Samson and Mary's simple house, without glass in the windows or any form of heating, is less than cosy. Normally, they retreat to the kitchen hut for warmth.
Here it is too cold. Sometimes you just feel like you're not waking up in the morning. You feel like you sleep. Maybe when you wake up, you have to rush to the kitchen and make a fire.
May to August is very cool. It makes people to struggle.
Water we have, but it is difficult to climb from the river, carrying water up to home, then you go back.
And the river is where they have to do all their washing as well. Like most tasks, it's one they share.
I'm far from my home, and sometimes I may be longing to see my parents. But how to get there, it is difficult. Sometimes they may say that she is ill, but how to go?
It's the same problem when it comes to keeping in touch with their 3 sons, David, Moses and James. They haven't seen the 2 oldest boys for some time. They're finishing their education in Tanzania's biggest city, Dar es Salaam, and neither they nor their parents can afford the bus fare. Tonight, Samson and Mary have invited some friends from the church over for a meal. They've slaughtered one of the chickens and are using up some of their precious paraffin for lighting. It's a welcome opportunity to relax and unwind. Samson and Mary were commissioned in 1996. This is their 5th appointment.
I like teaching people to know more about God, because without teaching, you can preach, but people will not understand. So you have to teach them to know the truth and then I preach, they will catch up. So I like teaching mostly.
Church members are scattered over a wide area, so visiting them in their homes means walking long distances. Today, as usual, Samson and Mary are going with Charles, the Corps Sergeant Major, and Christina, the Home League Secretary. Mwanji has had trouble with her arm. She hasn't been able to raise it much above elbow level, so they pray for healing. It's possible to get some basic medicines from another village, but it's a 90-minute walk away. The nearest hospital is in Mbeya, 2.5 hours drive north, if you can afford the fare. The singing company are practicing for Sunday morning worship. More than half the population of Itilasia are children. A good proportion of them are orphans. Every Saturday, Samson helps lead a special club for the village's orphans. There are games and the opportunity to talk about their problems.
People have died because of HIV, so we get many orphans because many parents have died and left their children without care anybody who cared them.
People want to help, but with barely enough for their own families, there's very little they can offer in material terms.
By this time, we are not giving food for them, we are not giving clothes for them, but what we are doing is make them happy, to feel that we love them, don't let them lose hope. I love children, and if I love children, I must enjoy with them. When I saw them, I'm feeling happy because I'm part of the community.
For Samson and Mary and many other Salvation Army officers in Tanzania, life is hard. But they have no regrets.
We accepted to serve God wherever. So when we were asked that, are you ready to go anywhere you send, we said yes. So, and we saluted that we have to go.
If God call you, there's no choice.
If you stay at the place that you think it is good all the time, you might forget God. But when we are here, it makes our faith to increase.
We know that God is the one who calls us. And He promised us that He will never leave us alone. He's going to support us when we are in problem, when we are in peace. He is still with us all the time.